It's been a hot, hot summer, but we know a few ways to beat this extreme heat.
We'll visit some parks up north where it won't be as hot. Fortunately, there are 3 national parks in North and South Dakota.
We're going to visit Theodore Roosevelt National Park, Badlands National Park.
One park for sure stays a cool, constant 54 degrees, 24/7, 365. Well, you have to go below ground to get into it, but Wind Cave National Park.
Let's go to the Dakotas.
Let's go! And I've got just the truck to take us to the airport to go to the Dakotas. First step, Custer State Park.
She's got a little bit of money and a little bit of this, and it's all she needs to live. I got a little bit of love and a little bit of that, and it's all I have to give.
Is it cold?
Yeah, but not like so cold that I won't be in. You can't get in this water.
So it's freezing.
This is not wet from the cold water. You just stick your hand in it. I'm not worried about snakes. I'm not worried about gators. I'm like in with the fishies.
And this time I'll try not to show that I am not letting go. Oh, Dakota, I know our love is new. I barely know ya. I've fallen over you. It's the way you do the things you do that make me fall in love with you. Dakota, are you in love with me too? I'll show ya, and you'll know I'm not letting go. I'll show ya, and you'll know I'm not letting go. Oh, Dakota, I know our love is new. I barely know ya. I've fallen over you. It's the way you do the things you do that make me fall in love with you. Dakota, are you in love with me too? Oh, Dakota, I know our love is new. I barely know ya. I've fallen over you. It's the way you do the things you do that make me fall in love with you. Dakota, are you in love with me too? I'm in love with you. Are you in love with me too?
South Dakota's calling me home, back to the land where the buffalo roam, and her beauty waits to unfold amongst her black hills laden down with gold. Well, I travel everywhere in the USA, down the Oregon coast to Frisco Bay. I've seen 10,000 lakes in Minnesota, but it doesn't compare to where the cattle stood.
We're among the spires.
He's amongst the grasslands and the badlands of Dakota. the land where the buffalo roam, and her beauty waits to unfold amongst her black hills, laden down with gold. It's a land rich in Indian pride, with a crazy horse carved on the mountainside in Deadwood, where a Wild Bill Hickok died. With Mount Rushmore's majestic president seen, carved out of stone by Judson Borglum's dream, amongst the ponderosa pine, neath Dakota skies. South Dakota's calling me home, back to the land where the buffalo roam, and her beauty waits to unfold amongst her black hills, laden down in gold. South Dakota's calling me home, back to the land where the buffalo roam, and her beauty waits to unfold amongst her black hills, laden down with gold. Amongst her black hills, laden down with gold.
The next thing we ran into was ridiculous. Generations ago, the park would lead expeditions up the mountains and would use pack burros to carry their gear. Those trips ended a long time ago, and the park just released the burros into the wild.
Hey, baby.
Well, these are their lazy descendants. They just roam around the park begging for food and are now known as the begging burros.
You knew what I had.
What's up, dude? It's good. Well, you got another friend. Oh, there's a baby one.
This one will be my friend as long as I'm standing here.
Do you want to get out of the glass?
Everything here is nice. Oh, that's cool. We're out, buddy. Well, thank you so much. That was super nice of you guys. Enjoy your trip.
You too. I say, you smell the carrots. You know. You know I'm good for a carrot.
Did you say cheese to Mama? Don't try to find it.
Oh, good. He came for it. Oh yeah, they want more. What's the character from Neverending Story with the weird?
Well, I don't have anything. I don't have anything.
Well, you just get a whole one because you're right here. I'm surrounded by them. You're such a good boy. All gone. I'm all gone. I don't have any more. Hey, I'm so sorry. I don't have any carrots.
We stayed the night in the town of Custer, where we got our first glimpse of bison in South Dakota. Next up was Wind Cave National Park, where their slogan is "One Park, Two Worlds," because there's something to see both above ground and below. As soon as we crossed into the park,
We got a pronghorn antelope and little prairie dogs and a little prairie dog town. Hey, little guy. Hey, little prairie dog. We thought you were a statue.
then we heard the rumble. Then they started to move. We drove over to the side we were headed towards because there's no telling how long a herd of bison this large would block traffic once they made it to the street. When the bison walked away, we started walking too. Down the trail, that is, to get a better view of what this region calls the Black Hills.
Can we see it?
Now it's time to see what this park was named after. Wind Cave.
It's 93 degrees outside, and this is what I have to wear to go on the cave tour. Long sleeves, pants, jacket.
The heat wave came, but it's the best time to be inside a cave where it's a cool 55 degrees.
Cannot wait.
This is why it's called Wind Cave. When it was discovered a long time ago, it was this hole that was whistling and blowing air so strong it'll blow your hat off. What's beyond this hole lies over 150 miles and counting of cave passageways, making it the 7th largest cave in the world.
It's cool.
Watch your head.
Wind Cave is very unique. It's a dry cave, which is almost unheard of, but that means there are no stalagmites or stalactites coming from the ceiling or the ground. Instead, these ceilings are lined with what's called boxwork, and 95% of the world's boxwork formations are found in Wind Cave.
Know exactly when they go off, and then we'll see what the cave looks like in its most natural state here. This is crazy. All right, so we're gonna go into that darkness here in 3, 2, 1.
Oh god.
Everybody do something crazy.
Oh, that is nuts.
Coming out of the cave. It's too bright. I can't see anything.
After our cave experience, we drove through national grasslands and entered Badlands National Park.
Welcome to the Badlands. We go where we wanna go. Welcome to the Badlands. We're lost, but we're not alone. Welcome to the home of the wild kids, high-class rebels and heroines. Badlands, it's a beautiful world and we're perfectly bad. Welcome to the I know a place where runaways run free, we're renegades. Every day's a holiday. Oh, only beautiful people gone perfectly mad. It's a beautiful world, yeah. Welcome to the Badlands. We go where we wanna go. Welcome to the Badlands. We're lost, but we're not alone. Welcome to the home of the wild kids, high-class rebels and heroines. Badlands, it's a beautiful world and we're perfectly bad. Welcome to the Welcome to the Welcome to the Badlands. Welcome to the Welcome to the Welcome to the Welcome to the Badlands. Welcome to the Welcome to the
Rain came out
Where?
on the one to the right.
Oh. Stop.
The next day we were back in the Badlands for a couple of hikes, starting with the Notch Trail.
Crushed that.
That's what.
I'm amazed at the quiet ocean. I'm amazed at your warm devotion. I'm amazed at what the people saying. I'm amazed by a divided nation. Like the hum of the earth, I get disrupted. I'm amazed at all it has been. I'm amazed at all it will be. I'm amazed at the TV stations. I'm amazed what they want me to believe. After all is said and done, where is the justice? I'm amazed like an evolution. I'm amazed at the lack of faith. I'm amazed at the love we're rejecting. I'm amazed.
Ready where I'm headed? We're going right there.
Hum of the earth and the hum of the ages, like a river. I get disrupted.
This was our last look at Badlands NP. We had a long drive to North Dakota, but along the way we were passing right through Sturgis, which happened to be a couple of days before the big rally. So that's why we had been seeing so many motorcycles around us. And with the hikes we had done so far, and Tess already made friends with the bikers, we had earned a break and checked it out. We had a pleasant drive to North Dakota through rolling hills and national grasslands. The park is split into two parts, and we drove into the southern unit just before sunset in the Painted Canyon.
Have you ever seen a field alive with green, thimbleweed and columbine and clover? Heard the black-billed magpie call as summer fades to fall. Watch the meadow turn to perfect white all over. I've lived here 80 years, and before it disappears, there are so many things I'd love to show ya, wondrous and serene. But if you don't know what I mean, then you've never been to North Dakota.
After a good night's sleep, we drove farther up through miles of hayfields and sunflower fields as far as the eye could see. Our destination was the north unit of Theodore Roosevelt National Park, and for the most part, it felt like we had that whole national park to ourselves. Well, except for some old friends. We just didn't go far enough north because it is cold in North Dakota. Look at these cannonball concretions.
For a prairie moon, they don't care one iota. Stand on the Cheyenne River shore and watch a golden eagle soar. Till then, you've never been to North Dakota.
Look, there's the road.
city of Medora for some huckleberry ice cream, the rest of our time was spent in the south unit of TRNP, which turned out to be full of wildlife.
Oh my god, it was a pony, it's a pony, it's a pony. It's a wild pony, it's a wild pony.
And prairie dogs too.
Hello, babies. Oh, we have another one joining us. Come join us.
There's a place that springs to mind where pale pink prairie roses bloom, where summer crops and kids grow up beneath skies of hopeful blue, where autumn's golden grasses roll like waves upon the sea, where winter's white snows leave the land pristine. That's North Dakota, the land I love, the home I hold so dear. Great people and great places, open hearts and open spaces. So get on out and find your legend here in North Dakota.
Do you see the two playing? Oh, I do. They're so cute. They're like chasing each other around.
Look to the right.
It's a place where Badlands butte silently watch over the plains, where painted canyons cleave the earth in rainbows of chalky clay, where countless prairie puddles gleam like mirrors in the sun, where slow streams flow and mighty rivers run. That's North Dakota, the land I love, the home I hold so dear. Great people and great places, open hearts and open spaces. So get on out
This is North Dakota.
Well, you're getting close enough. I might roll out my window.
The land I love, the home I hold so deep. Great people in great places, open hearts and open spaces. So get on out and find your legend here in North Dakota.
They build wooden houses on frozen ponds in the summertime when the water's gone. Diagonal lines in their rolled out lawns, and the sage always smells so pretty. But nobody cares where the birds have gone when the rain comes down on Babylon. The stonemason's phone rings all day long, and you gotta get back to the city. I built my house up on this rock, baby, every day with you. There's nothing town I need after everything we've been through. Me out in my garden and you out on your walk is all the distance this poor girl can take without listening to you talk. I don't need their money, baby, just you and me on the rock. You and me on the rock. I built paper planes when I learned to fly, like a 747 falling out of the sky. I folded them crooked, now I'm wondering why I could always end up in the water. And nobody's asking why she's looking so thin, why she laughing too hard, why she drinking again. A falling star, she's a paper plane. She was going down and you caught her. I built my house up on this rock, baby, every day with you. There's nothing in that town I need after everything we've been through. Me out in my garden and you out on your walk is all the distance this poor girl can take without listening to you talk. I don't need their money, baby, just you and me on the rock. It's an earthquake, it's a hard wind, it's a record-breaking tide, and it is rolling in. It's a big sea, but it can't touch you and me. It's just no water for you and water for you. I don't need their money, baby.
Look at these colors.
I built my house up on this rock, baby, every day with you. There's nothing in that town I need after everything we've been through. Me out in my garden and you out on your walk is all the distance this old girl can take without listening to you talk. I don't need their money, baby, just you and me on the rock. I don't need their money. It's you and me on the rock. It's you and me on the rock. You and me on the rock.
You gotta get that. I don't understand that movement. Get that picture.
Leave the prairie dogs alone.
Because the air conditioning vent right here.
That might be the number one. Wes is gonna want to eat your bone.
Let's check the odometer. 1,251 miles. Man, we know how to put a lot of miles on a rental car.
Shedding,
Who said it's too hot?
shedding it, Bea. Sick of this radio on my neck.
Somebody loves us at Theodore Roosevelt National Park.
Alright. Can Wes be a caver?
Border cave.